We are coming down to the wire now, just a couple more weeks. This week, you're going to be working with a probability polygon, or frequency polygon, I'm sorry. And really all that is, and I don't want to take the time, it takes quite a while to actually do the entire polygon on here, and we really don't have the time to do that. But basically, if this is your polygon, you've got dots at the junctures, and those are the top of a frequency bar. If you can imagine a frequency bar in there, let me kind of jot it down. So if you know what a frequency bar is, it's like this, and that's the top of the bar. Oops. So the bar kind of goes like that. And then this is the top center of the bar. So think of it, that's how often whatever is along here is occurring. And so you look down here and you go up here and you go, oh, that's how many times it occurs. So if it asks more than, then you look out here and find out what's more than or less than. And if you have trouble with this, contact me and I'll really go over the frequency polygon. But for now, hopefully that'll do it. Probability is fairly easy for most people. I've never really seen anyone have too much trouble with that. It's the possible outcomes, of course, out of the total outcomes. So the probability of an event occurring, can't get my Bamboo to work, is the number of 5/7 total. Whatever, that's the number of outcomes out of the total number of outcomes. And then if you have to put a percent, you just have to change this to a percent by division. So the probability of an event is occurring, but I know people have a little bit of trouble with odds. Odds are a bit trickier. And I wish I could get this Bamboo to work. It's lighting up as if it is working, but I am not getting it to connect. So let me try it without odds. Okay. So it's a little bit trickier. Odds in favor, and I'll just write favor. Maybe I can write better than print. Odds in favor would be the number of favorable outcomes over the number of unfavorable. Now, notice the difference. This is nowhere does it say total outcomes, favorable and unfavorable. Now, the favorable and unfavorable together make up the total outcomes. So if the odds in favor were 2/7, that means there's 2 chances that it's going to happen and 7 chances that it's not going to happen. So the total outcomes would actually be 9 in this case, because you'd have to add together the favorable and the unfavorable. And the odds of the unfavorable is just the reverse. It's the number of unfavorable over the number of favorable. Now, where it gets a little bit tricky is a problem like this. It says the odds, and let me write in cursive and see if that's better than printing. I can get through it faster. Maybe not as pretty. The odds in favor of contracting the flu. So the odds in favor of contracting the flu, in other words, you're going to get the flu during a flu epidemic, are 2/13. 2/13. So the odds in favor of you getting the flu during a flu epidemic are 2/13. That means you have 2 chances of getting it and 13 chances of not getting it. Now, if the question is calculate the probability, it's a little bit different because probability means the chance of getting the flu, and that means 2 out of the total. Now again, the total is 15. because there's 2 chances to get it, 13 not. Altogether, that's 15. So the probability is 2 out of 15, and then you do the division of 2/15 to change it to a decimal usually. It depends on if they ask for decimal or not, but the probability is 2 out of 15. I hope this is helpful, and again, if you have any questions during the week, feel free to contact me. If you're having any trouble with the homework recording correctly or not, let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out. Have a good week, and talk to you soon.